This is the BBC.
This podcast is supported by advertising outside the UK.
This is a download from BBC Learning English. To find out more, visit our website.
6 minutes vocabulary.
From bbclearningenglish.com.
Hi.
Hello.
And welcome to 6 Minute Vocabulary. My name is Neil and I'm one of the presenters today.
And I'm Sophie, and I'm the other presenter. Welcome to the show.
Did you hear that word? Presenter. Today we're going to be talking about jobs and the different kinds of English words for different jobs, like presenter, for example.
We'll look at some of the different ways that words for jobs can end, like the at the end of presenter. These are called suffixes.
As usual, we'll be giving you a quiz to see how much you can remember.
And we'll also bring you a top tip to help you learn vocabulary.
But first, let's listen to Anna. She's going to tell us about the different jobs she's had in her life so far.
While you listen, think about this question. What is Anna's job now?
When I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a teacher. So I spent years training as a teacher, and then I got a job in a school, and I hated it. After a few months, I quit. I worked for a while as a librarian, but I didn't really like that either. Finally, I started writing for a small website. Now I work as a journalist, writing for newspapers and magazines.
So, that was Anna talking about all the jobs she's done. And we asked, what's Anna's job now?
Anna is a journalist now. She writes for newspapers and magazines.
Well done if you got that right. And another question. Did you catch what Anna's first job was?
She was a teacher. Let's listen again.
When I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a teacher. So I spent years training as a teacher.
Now, a lot of English words for jobs end with the sound like presenter or teacher.
Yes, and there are two ways to spell the suffix in job names. Sometimes this is spelt ER in words like presenter or teacher, or sometimes it's spelled OR. For example, actor or translator.
So, a teacher teaches students, an actor acts in a film. A translator translates from one language to another. A train driver drives a train. Now, you're an actor, aren't you, Sophie?
Yes, I am, Neil. But because I'm female, you can also say I'm an actress. So, there are lots of jobs that end with the ER suffix, but now let's look at a different suffix. Can you remember what Anna's next job was after she quit teaching? Let's listen and check.
I worked for a while as a librarian, but I didn't really like that either.
Next, Anna worked as a librarian. That's someone who works in a library.
Another suffix, which we often find at the end of a word of a job, is ian, spelt I-A-N. Sometimes it's pronounced shun. For example, if you've got a problem with your eyes, you might need to go and see an optician.
And someone who works in politics is a politician. Have you ever thought about being a politician, Sophie?
I can't say I have, Neil. OK, now let's talk about one more suffix. Do you remember what Anna does now? She's a journalist.
There are also quite a lot of words for jobs in English which end in ist, spelt I-S-T.
The person who greets you in an office or a hotel is a receptionist.
And a person who looks after your teeth is a dentist.
You're listening
to BBC Learning English.
And we're talking about job suffixes.
OK, now it's quiz time. We've got 2 questions for you. First, If someone translates from one language to another, are they A, a translatist, B, a translator, or C, a translatician?
And the answer is B, a translator. Well done if you got that right. Second question. Which job ends with the letters O-R? Is it A, actor, B, teacher, or C, presenter?
And the answer is actor. Teacher and presenter end with ER. Well done if you got both of those questions right. It's almost time for the end of the show, but before we go, there's just time for a top tip for learning vocabulary.
When you record a new word, don't just write the word and the translation. Try drawing a picture in your notebook too.
Yes, drawing a picture can help you to remember the word better.
There's more about this at bbclearningenglish.com. Join us again soon for more 6-minute vocabulary. Bye-bye.
Bye.